Hey everyone, I'm John Hayden, and let's queer up gay culture. 2 legacy drag venues, AquaPlex in Fort Lauderdale and the Birdcage Cabaret in Key West, are closing this week. I first broke the story last night at Great Wilton Manors. According to their website, AquaPlex's last shows will be this Sunday. I'm told Friday is the last day for the Birdcage, but their website says there are no tickets available for any shows in July. The Fort Lauderdale staff was told during a meeting Sunday afternoon. The warning signs have been flashing for months. In May, the Fort Lauderdale location got a utility shutoff notice, followed a day later with a pay up or get out notice from their landlord. AquaPlex in Key West got a notice from the county tax office in June and was evicted after the July 4th holiday. That eviction didn't go well. The landlord posted a picture saying AquaPlex was, this is the picture right there, AquaPlex was stripped bare. One person posted today that they even took the water heater out. Its parent company, Pride Holdings Group, saw its stock plummet to about 5 cents a share in April, and that's about where the price remains today. It closed around 3 cents. Also, Mike and John Barrett, who initially owned Key West and bought Lips in Oakland Park 2 years ago, are taking early retirement from Pride Holdings. Now, clearly, some were taken by surprise. Just last week, AquaPlex posted a flyer promoting its 2-year anniversary party coming up in August. I've also seen posts on social media about paychecks bouncing last week. That has been an issue for months, and adding insult to the injury, it appears Pride Holding Groups, or whoever was running the venues, has not paid payroll taxes. So when the people who got their checks bounced, went to go collect unemployment, the unemployment office said, we have no idea who you are, where you've been working. They have no record. So the queens, the bartenders, the servers, everybody is really, really hurt by this. There's going to be a lot more coming down the pike. I'm obviously following this story very, very closely, and it breaks my heart, and quite honestly, it pisses me off because, like I said, the warning signs have been there for months, and the girls could have been out looking for other jobs.
Well, thank you so much, John, for reporting on this. And obviously, we've got questions, and you please, this one hurts, all right? Because this is kind of like our community center closing down, all right? Yeah. And I remember you and me sitting at this very table doing a story about Lips closing and our hearts being broken by that. And then a few days later, doing another story about these men that came in like heroes and bought Lips and is turning it into this incredible thing that's going to expand all over the country, and our queerness is going to grow.
Yep.
And here we are, less than 2 years later, and you're telling me that this week will be the last shows done on that stage at AquaPlex. What will happen to the girls? Were they given any kind of notice? Did they know? Did they have any kind of time to get themselves on their feet? Have they been paid till present day?
The last pay cycle seems to be hit and miss. Some people seem to have gotten their money, others have not. As for the girls, the entertainers, even the behind the scenes, the non-front facing people, I think it's one of those things that they've just hoped for the best, keep working while the place is still open. I feel especially bad for the staff in Key West because it's a small island. What's left? There's 801 Saloon upstairs, and I think there's a place over just a couple blocks off Duval down on the other end. But that's it. Yeah. I think Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Miami, we might be able to absorb them in a little better,
Depends, man. It's a hard place right now for queens to find a job.
But I'm just saying, but there are more opportunities here than there will be
more than in Key West. That's what I'm saying. For sure.
But there are far fewer venues than there were even a couple years ago.
Well, and a lot of these girls were there for 20 years. It's hard to you haven't even opened up any other bridges because you've been working there, committing your life and livelihood to this place, Some of these girls were there, Francesca, some of these girls were there since they opened up the place 20-something years ago. Yep. How do you say to a new employee, where have you been the last 20 years? Well, here, you know what I mean? Like Nicole, Amanda Austin Velvet, who was head of that whole entire place, who was promoted to be director of the world, okay? Yeah. Was that a title that they just gave them to shut them up?
Was that with Pride? That was with Pride Holdings?
Yes.
Yeah. Pride Holding? No. at least not to her, not to the rest of the people. Velvet was, traveling. She was recruiting. She was setting up a plan to make each place individual, but still have, a format. She was working hard.
She really was. She was planning the 2-year anniversary, like you mentioned. I had already gotten a table for that day. And they were also getting the girls from AquaPlex Fort Lauderdale to work in Key West.
Right. Yeah.
So we're giving them another place to be able to, to execute new stuff and to try out new stuff. And let's go back to Key West real quick. You showed us a picture of can we put that picture back on the screen, Steve? Of a completely empty, gutted, stripped spot. That place was beautiful. I have been in it many times in Key West to see a show. Did they vandalize it, and who did it?
The landlord whom I have not spoken to, this is through social media, posted the picture. You can see like just nothing, nothing in there, ripped out, gutted. Who did it? She is blaming the tenants. And I don't know what that means. Does she think that the staff did it? It's my belief that they believe that it was on orders from Pride Holdings Group management. Okay. That's what people are telling me. I cannot say that officially, but that is out there in the social media verse. Yeah. And I feel solid enough to say that it's out there at this point. And now the landlord of the AquaPlex here has to be on pins and needles because, now he's got 5 more days that he's got to sit there and hope they don't come and rip everything out. Which I hope to God they don't.
There are so many moving parts to this, John. We only have a limited amount of time, unfortunately, but I've got to ask you the question that probably everybody out there is wondering and everybody on my social media feed. And the only thing that some people actually care about, how about Johnson's?
It's not funny because Johnson's is owned by Pride Holdings Group. It is a completely different genre than the drag entertainers. I'm told they are solid for now. I'm told that they are looking to install new management or possibly old management to come and run it and take it forward. Johnson's is a completely other story. But for now it seems safe. But there's questions about its liquor license. Is there a loan against that? I've had some people send me pictures saying that there was a loan against the AquaPlex liquor license. So I haven't seen this loan, but it tracks.
In Johnson's I actually, believe it or not, I've never been there.
No way.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I live in Miami, but it's always busy, right? It's a successful business, right?
Right. It appears to be busy. Yeah.
The financial shenanigans, say that 4 times, are suspect to say the least.
I don't want to get into financial crimes because I am not that type of reporter. I don't understand.
My opinion. I'm just not knowing any.
But I'll tell you that it's a solid business, but making revenue hasn't necessarily been an issue. A legacy bar in Australia that PHG bought closed right after Pride.
Next question, because they also had picked up something in Chicago, in Australia. What's up with those?
The Australia, I think it was Melbourne. It's closed ostensibly for repairs 5 months later. A bar in Bali, I'm told, was bought and closed. As far as Chicago Lips, it is the subject of a multi-state lawsuit at the moment.
They owe a lot of people money. It sounds very, I know you can't say it, but can I say it? It sounds very Ponzi scheme-ish.
Yeah.
I would not want to comment to that.
I know, I understand that, and you don't have to, but I can say it. It feels very Ponzi scheme-ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the Barretts, retirement? I had both of them in my bed for an interview less than 2 years ago, and they were not of retirement age.
I'm hoping to take retirement here within the next couple of years. Retirement age is when you say, I have enough money, girl, bye.
Yeah, but if they have enough money and all these places are closing, that's very suspicious.
It's shady.
Look, at the end of the day, they get to go and do early retirement, and all the girls that we know and love have to go find another way to pay their rent, guys.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This is what I'm upset about. We've all done fundraisers there. We've all done events there. I have hosted and almost fallen off that stage on many occasions.
That's where you had your your eye almost knocked out.
That's when, yes. In one of the pageants, one of the earrings came and hit me in the eye.
Oh, I remember you were judging.
Yes. Thank God I didn't sue. Imagine what would have happened, right? You know, I mean.
You'd have just as much money now as you would have.
Yes, I would have had one of the shares that are 3 cents or something like that. John, so much to the story. Thank you so much for being the extensive, incredible reporter that you are and covering it for Greater Wilton Manors. I have a feeling this is not the last that we'll hear of this, of course, and you'll keep us abreast of the situation.
Absolutely will.
All right. Well.